that? Oh, I have something for Jerry. What's up, everybody? It's 3 p.m. back east, so put your nap off for another hour. And if you're watching us while you eat lunch at, Jesus, Matt. If you're in the Pacific time zone, you're watching us while you're having lunch, what you eating? Let us know in the chat. If you've not a subscriber to the show, please subscribe. Within 5 minutes, you can then join the chat room. We would appreciate it. Today, we're serving up some comedy, some clips, and some sports conversation here on Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fans, and it is hot in Vegas. It's like 108. We do have low 90s coming up this weekend, but don't ask the Buffalo Bills about the heat because they can't deal with it. Watch this.
How hot is it today?
It's hotter than the barn out here.
Hotter than a penny in the parking lot.
Hotter than grandma's chili going in and out.
It's hotter than your sister Gina and Stilettos on Fountain Avenue. How you doing?
It's hotter than Mesmer's flame in the Elden Ring DLC. How you doing?
I'm so hot, Chris Evans would be sweating.
Hotter than a fight between Balrog and Gandalf the Grey. Sheesh. Chickens are omelets out here, man.
Oh, it's hotter than Theon Sweatbag in a sauna on a 99-degree day. How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, this is how you done. So I watched this and I'm like, I think I've seen this guy before. I click on it. His name's like Little Mo. He walks around New York and Jersey and just keeps doing that with the how you done, and then he does all sorts of like little sketches and stuff. But pretty amusing actually, and I'm related to him, I'm sure, in some way. Laughing at that joke behind the glass. He's like an appetizer, you know. When you see it on the menu, your eyes light up. And he's also the main course for his performance during the show and save room for dessert, because he does our post with punchlines as well. It's our producer, Ryan McCormick, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan, what are the specials not seen on the menu for today's program?
Everybody knows about the post with punchlines. It's picks 1236.
Right.
The special for today,
yes,
being that it is a Tuesday, would be a top 5 Tuesday.
Yes.
It is also a matinee.
It is a matinee because on the show, we haven't seen him in 95 hours.
Wow, that's
Just
all?
counting the hours. 95 hours last time we said goodbye to you.
Feels like longer.
It feels like longer. But he's back in his regular slot as our Tuesday co-host. He works Aviator games, and in just a little over a week or two, right?
Just a week and a half?
A week and a half, he will do the first game in Houston as the radio voice of the UNLV Rebel football team. Matt Neverett is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
You have to hit the doing. How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah.
Little Mo Mozzarella is his handle, I believe.
I don't have a vowel at the end of my last name. I don't have that certain
Neverett,
spice.
though.
Yeah.
We can put an O on there.
People put an E at the end for some reason.
Neveretti.
No matter what.
I like that.
I don't have any cool food puns. I wasn't prepped on that.
Ryan McCormick.
I'm hungry for some posts. How about that?
I got all the spices anyway. So.
McCormick Spice. By the way, we both are wearing pineapple shirts today.
Wait, why?
No. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. By the way, you did SpongeBob clip. Yeah, I knew that 2 hours later. I knew that was SpongeBob yesterday. I didn't point that out. It didn't go over my head.
Yeah.
Certain generational gap with SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was too busy. Too busy on the road, man.
Yeah, I
was
bet.
Too busy. Turn the page, man. Bob Seger. I was out on the road. Didn't watch cartoons, bro. I was entertaining America. Anyway, we usually do the coolest clip of the day here, Matt. First of all, you will have picks at 12:36.
I do. Yep, I got a baseball play.
He's got a baseball play. I won my baseball play last night. Courtesy, thank you, of Kirk McHenry. I was going to go the Twins, switch to the A's because he was from Oakland, local comedian. I said, you know what? I'll take Oakland. They shut him out 3-0.
Yep.
Kept watching, kept looking, going, oh my God, I'm going to win. So I am now, I believe, 4-10. I think I had forgot one of the wins because was it 2 when you left?
It was 2 when I left. Yes.
And it was
I won
2 when
one.
he got back.
No.
Was it 3?
There was 1.
The
I
last
won
one?
1 out of 5 that week. So I think I'm 4-10.
4-9.
Yeah, it might be 10.
Going with dogs, you don't need that much more to
yesterday
get
would have
back
been
to
the
50.
13th. Yesterday, Today's 14th.
So I'm 4-9 then. 4-9. All right. All right. Well, we'll reveal my dog of the day later. Roof, roof, roof. And doggus. Roof, roof. Just bark. You don't have to throw the graphic up.
Okay.
She's scrambling. She was scrambling.
She does the cat. She does the dog. All right. Usually we do the comedy clip or the coolest clip of the day. And we're going cool today. Ryan sent this. Is this a sports? Water skiing's a sport?
We
Sure.
just got done with the Olympics, so why
we
not
did.
show
Why
some
is
kind
this
of
not in the Olympics?
Vaulting.
All right. Yeah. This guy's vaulting on jet skis. So here we go.
What?
Okay. So here he goes.
First time, he hits that top bar. So
Oh my God, he's wakeboarding.
no
Right.
good.
Yeah. He's shredding on those tubes.
Not quit.
And it's gnarly. And he's shredding. And he's ollieing.
14 feet in
14
the air.
feet.
Oh my God.
But did he stick the... Oh, he did. God.
Of course he did.
It's pretty impressive. So there you go. That is the coolest clip of the day. Share with your friends, courtesy of Ryan McCormick finding that one. Hey, who's watching the show? Oh, do you have something?
I was going to ask, in all your time on Lake Havasu, did you ever go wakeboarding?
Bro, when I'm there, it's like have a brew. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like,
You can't get a wakeboarding under the influence, can you?
You cannot. I'd never go in the water, and usually I hire someone to drive the pontoon.
You could get a boating under the influence like Cedric Benson back in the day.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Ryan remembers that.
Yeah,
Ryan
that's
was
right.
there. Ryan's been on a lot of boats recently.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who got a BUI going to Santa Barbara College, whatever the college is there. UC Santa
UCSB?
Barbara.
Yeah.
Is that the Banana Slugs?
They're the Gauchos.
No, that's the Santa
Cruz.
Clara. Yeah, Santa Cruz.
From Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
That's it. The
Jerry,
t-shirt, yep.
we'll get to that in a second.
There we go.
Anyway, he got a BUI biking under. He was on a bicycle going home from a bar. Cops pulled him over. He's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "What are you going to take me in on your bike?" You know, like whatever.
Isn't that what the bike is for? So you don't drive?
Exactly. He got a BUI.
Are we going to get a walking under the influence next?
Apparently, yes.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, we got an active chat room already. Keith Lyle is here in the chat room. Oh, Hacks is not overrated. You don't like the show Hacks? You've lived it.
Yeah.
All right. It is a really good show. Jerry Trevino said Pulp Fiction. Hard to believe. Apparently, I have to let that go, according to Jerry in the group chat the other day. Little JR, I would also vote for Bon Jovi as overrated, just to piss off some East Coasters. John Cougar and Bruce. All right, JR.
Ooh.
You know what? I'll disagree on John Cougar because I'm a big John Cougar Mellencamp fan.
He also said the Red Hot Chili Peppers were overrated earlier.
I'm not going to fight him. I'm not going to die on that hill.
I
whatever.
love the Chili's.
I've seen them live. They were good.
I love their old stuff. Freaky Styley album.
You were there early?
I loved it.
That's what the kids say now, early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1992, Freaky Styley.
I just remember their first one.
The Uplifts Mofo Party Plan.
I saw them, I've seen them twice for some reason. I had free tickets. All right, anyway, what else is in the chat room? Who else is there, Ryan?
Mini Dar saying Kevin Hart movies are overrated.
Yeah, I got to go with that, even though I worked 4 years for him.
Matt let us know in the comments that How I Met Your Mother and Big Bang Theory are
I'm
overrated.
with you on both of those.
Yeah.
Because it's fake laughter.
Yes.
So right there, you lose me.
I saw somebody the other day, they said, how come Seinfeld is remembered so much more fondly than Friends? And someone said, because Seinfeld was actually funny.
Well, Friends was funny, though.
Friends was funny, but like 90s sitcom funny, yeah.
There's a lot of really good moments on Friends.
I bet there is.
And
How you doing?
How I Met Your Mother was one of my favorites growing up.
Nerd. Okay, so.
Have you met Ryan?
No, I never watched it. Yeah, but that's fine. I know. And then at the end, wasn't there kind of a problem? Because why is yeah, what was it? His voice or
it wasn't
dad
his
and then the
voice.
girl?
No, the dad ends up. It's basically a whole story asking his kids for permission to go after Robin, who's one of their best friends.
Boo.
Boo. Reno Paul, Ezekiel Elliott, and every Baltimore Raven. Oh, and the ending of Lost, which I'm about 4 episodes away. We've been binging Lost slowly but surely, and it's not as good as I remembered, but whatever. Reno Paul, by the way, look what I have here. Oh, magnetic Steeler schedules. They stick to anything.
Yeah.
Literally.
Anything.
Except for the wooden cabinet that I tried to put out. I was so excited to get these from my friend Bill Neofis. Monday Night Football on the back. You got Steelers, Pitt, Penn State, and WVU. Reno Paul, couple of these on your way. Trust me, he will tag. He's going to chat any second now.
Backyard Brawl, September 14th.
What? Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about that baseball. We'll get to that. Backyard, West Virginia Pitt game. I actually went to one of those in Morgantown.
They were crazy.
It was dangerous.
I'm so glad they're bringing them back just for the carnage.
Okay, here we go. Jerry Trevino. Yeah, edgy dialogue and the scenes are out of order. Wow, really groundbreaking filmmaking right there. Jerry doesn't realize at the time it kind of was. He hates Pulp Fiction. I'll never bring it up again.
However many years ago today it was, I think 13 years ago today, however many years ago, Inglourious Bastards came out, also Tarantino.
Okay, all right. Good.
His first foray into the war film.
Right, he
genre.
rewrote history. Rewrote history at the end. I just have to point out something from Ryan McCormick.
15 years ago.
15 years, thank you.
Can I point out something Ryan just said? Everything about Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Everything?
Everything.
This is such a small town boy, bitter. Small town of Vegas.
town.
That
boy,
top
huh?
25 metro area of
The
Vegas.
city's not that big. What's LA?
Number 1, 2, 3.
So anything is below. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on with sports, huh? All right, roll call.
Entire
Frank
thing.
jumps over the glass.
I love LA. Oh, God, don't flag that. Okay, here we go. It's Lines of the Night time. Matt, what do you have for Line of the Night?
Oh, my line of the night, something I'm very excited about, some childhood nostalgia coming back. Been playing a lot of video games recently with the college football video
Apparently
game
you
coming
and Ryan
out.
both.
But one of my favorite, probably my absolute favorite video game as a child, looks like at this point it's being rebooted. The Backyard Sports series had been teasing on social media for the last couple of weeks that they were potentially thinking about bringing Backyard Baseball back, and they posted this morning, little teaser video.
Okay.
That's Sunny Day and Vinny the Gooch.
You actually know the names.
Backyard is back, baby. Backyard
Now, what year
baseball.
are we talking about? What video game year was this?
It came out for a while. They did a bunch of them. I think 1998 was the first one they came out with. They did it in 01, 03, 05, and I think 07 they came out and had updated the graphics in each one. But Backyard Sports, me and my brothers played all of them. They did baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and then skateboarding. Which not everybody remembers the skateboarding.
I don't remember
one.
those because those years I was living in L.A. and L.A. doesn't have khakis or those childish games. It's a callback.
That's why it sucks.
Big khaki guy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize Ryan loves khakis. All right. How I Met Your Mother.
Jake from State Farm. But yeah, Backyard Baseball, literally a pillar of my childhood, and I will be getting it on whatever system it comes out on. Hopefully PS5. But
Malcolm in the Middle, never watched it.
No.
Paul's
he wasn't saying that was overrated. Just Keith had said that we didn't have any of those kind of sitcoms, and that was his.
Bryan Cranston literally went from Malcolm in the Middle to Breaking Bad with nothing in between.
Here comes Jerry. Bro, overrated doesn't mean I hate it. All right, Jerry, we're not going to talk about Pulp Fiction anymore. Curb?
No.
Overrated.
No.
It goes back to what Keith said, how we never had.
No. Curb. Yeah, Curb's the best.
Curb is good.
Curb. I know you like Curb.
Does
Cantor's not over?
Enos Cantor?
No, I think it's about Cantor's Deli.
That's spelled differently.
And Griffith Park, not overrated. All right. It's a lot in LA that's not overrated. A lot is overrated in LA. All right. Let's get on to Lines of the Night. What is yours, Ryan?
Well, so mine will go look at the Arizona Diamondbacks game last night. One player, rookie, Adrian Del Castillo, had a 6 RBI game last night. His first was a grand slam in Miami, which is where he's from. So his family was in attendance for the game, got to see him hit a grand slam. He then added a 2 RBI single to add some more insurance runs for the D-backs, but he recorded 6 RBIs last night, getting his total to now 14 RBIs in his 9 career games. That is the second most all time.
I love the name.
In Major League Baseball history, tied now with
Mitchell
Dale
Page.
Alexander in 1920, and trails only Mitchell Page, who had 15 in his first.
Mitchell
9 games.
Page. Chris Andrews will confirm this. I believe we've brought up Mitchell Page on the show with someone else. Maybe it was Greg Vaughn. I don't remember who it was. Mitchell Page was originally a Pirates draft pick, traded him to Oakland, might have been involved in the Chuck Tanner trade when they traded. That was Manny Sanguin. I think Mitchell Page was a throw-in.
I think so.
He was actually traded for manager. Anyway, he was supposed to be a future star, never really blossomed, but I had his baseball card. I remember Mitchell Page like it was yesterday.
It's funny the childhood names you remember.
I remember the Gooch from Backyard Brawl, Backyard Baseball, whatever.
Vinny the Gooch.
Vinny the Gooch. How you doing?
What was the trade you said?
I don't know if it was for Chuck Tanner or not.
So Mitchell,
Or Rick Langford is involved in there. Who else was in there?
Mitchell Page traded from the Pirates to the A's with Tony Armas, Doug Bear,
Doug Bear. Doug Bear, B-A-I-R.
Yes. Dave Geisty.
Dave Justy. He was a really
Justy. Rick Langford.
I said Rick Langford.
And Doc Medich.
Doc Medich.
So it wasn't Manny.
Medich.
It wasn't man.
4, Chris Batten, Phil Garner, and Tony Helms.
Tony Helms, yeah.
Tommy Helms.
Tommy Helms, yeah. Phil Garner helped him win a World Series. So that was in 79?
77.
Garner was there before. Oh, Madlock came in 79. Sorry. Rick Langford. Who else did you mention? Oh, Doc Medich. The reason they called him Doc Medich, his name was George Medich. Ended up becoming a doctor. Yeah, it was a doc. That's why I called him Doc, because he was going to med school while he played. But yeah, what a trade that was. Doug Bear actually came back to Pittsburgh when he was like 40 and ended his career. I remember saw him play. I saw one of his last games in the early 90s.
So you did like my title on that one?
I was going to get to it. It was done dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Because his name
is Adrian Del Castillo.
Right.
So his initials are ADC.
Right.
Okay.
Done dirt.
Very nice. There's levels. It's
everyone.
It's like an onion. It's like an ogre. There's layers.
Sometimes, folks, there's Easter eggs on this show. As we saw yesterday with the AI, I didn't see the dress at first.
Among many things.
Oh, this water is so good. The South Point 400 coming to Vegas in October. Make sure you go. We'll be out at the racetrack. It's going to be fun. We're all going. Not be. Okay, my line of the night. Now, I'm going to ask Ann. Ann, my twin flame, was one of the things you looked forward to in school, the school year, was getting a lunchbox?
Oh, God, don't even bring up my lunchbox stories.
Oh, no. Wow, how can you tease us like that? Give us a lunchbox
We just
story.
opened up Pandora's lunchbox.
Something happened.
I was raised poor. I didn't have a lunchbox.
Wait, what?
I was poor. I did not have a lunchbox.
Did you brown bag it?
Not even a brown bag.
I brown bagged it for the
Bring it in
aesthetic.
your hands like that.
Wait, you're a Patriots fan. I didn't think you
It's
brown
sad.
bagged anything.
Ah,
They just deflate everything and cheat and
But I
film
sure
everything.
would have loved to have had a Padres lunchbox.
Well, anyway, so yeah, the Padres have these lunchboxes that are unbelievable. I mean, obviously, I would want one of these. So, who are on there? Let's see here. So the Padres, these are this Sunday. The kids are getting them,
So-
not boomers. That's what's funny. They added that, not boomers.
One box has Manny Machado, Joe Musgrove, and
I see you, Darvish, on
I
there
can't
too.
tell the third one on that far box, but yeah, the closer box has Fernando Tatis, you Darvish, and then again, I can't
Joe
tell.
Musgrove.
You'd think Musgrove's on there, right?
Well,
That is him, right?
It's hard to see. I can't see.
Musgrove's on the furthest box.
Oh, you're talking
on
the front
right
left.
one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't see the
Raleigh fingers.
the smallest characters on
Dave
both boxes.
Winfield,
Yes.
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
Alan Wiggins,
Oh,
Craig Lefferts,
Vicente Padilla.
Randy Jones.
John Montefusco, Randy Jones, Gaylord Perry.
Is this Immaculate Grid?
Yes, it is. Nate Colbert.
Yes.
Nate Colbert. Do you know who Nate Colbert is?
Yes.
Hit 5 home runs in a doubleheader. 3 homers, 2 homers in a doubleheader. 5 homers. This is the baseball book that I talk about all the time. The only other player to do this, 5 homers in one day, was Ted Williams. It was the Boston Red Sox, or was it Yastrzemski? It was Ted Williams or Craig Yastrzemski. Nate Colbert, when he was a kid, sat in the stands at the game. Stan Musial. Was it Stan?
No, I just found it.
Who is it?
Xander Bogaerts.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, who's on
he
the
was doing
I'm doing a story about home runs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I pulled up the picture of the lunchbox and I found it.
Oh, he's
I think
doing the X because of
yeah.
Xander.
It's Bogarts on the front one, and then I think it's Kim on the back one.
It is.
He was
yeah.
great in Casablanca. Back to my story.
Sorry.
That's Humphrey Bogart. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Ann. Okay. All right. See what I did there? No, that's Edward G. Robinson. Oh, my God. Chris is loving this instead of Turner Movie Classics. If he's watching, Chris. Okay, so go back to who was it Stan Musial hit 5 homers and Nate Colbert was there? Just someone, JR. Someone look it up, God damn.
Musial.
Stan Musial. All right. So Nate Colbert was a child. He was in the stands and saw Stan Musial hit 5 home runs. Years later in the 70s, he's with the Padres. He hits 5 homers in a day.
But was usual in the stand.
Musial was dead. He had died already. No, he might have been. I don't. Try to stop the slow clap. Make sure you like and subscribe, and you'll find other funny clips like this on Punchlines FN.
We'll tell you who's dead.
So,
Jerry, just cut that clip together right now.
Musial
Call it the mailbox Stan Musial clip. There you go.
Musial hit 5 homers and 8 at bats on May 2nd of 1954.
Right.
Nate Colbert hit
70, mid 70s.
5 home runs in 9 at bats in August 1st of 1972.
There you go. And Stan Musial, how old was Stan Musial?
He was not dead.
Who was born in Donora on November 5th. He was born in Donora, PA, because that's the same hometown as Ken Griffey, and Ken Griffey was born on the same day.
He was not dead.
No, is that, yeah. Stan Musial. Well, he was not dead. He was alive.
not dead.
So he probably watched the
the
game.
70s.
He was probably at the package and he was watching it at home in St. Louis.
Musial lived
Stream East or something.
another 40 years.
He was what?
He lived another 40 years after.
Yeah, Stan the man. He lived a long, beautiful life.
So he was still smart.
He was still, he probably met no. I think that was a picture in my book of them together playing cards, eating Cheetos, having a Faygo.
Faygo Moon Mist.
Faygo or Tab. It was the 70s.
No,
Thank you.
Faygo's the what the Juggalos drink now.
I drink Slizzard. Okay. The Juggalos. What has happened to this program today? It's very fun, though. Okay, so there you go. Kids in San Diego, get your lunchbox. And I feel like we have to get Ann a lunchbox.
I wish they were playing the Dodgers because I'd make my dad tackle a young fan to get him. Yeah, he would do it.
Who are they playing this Sunday? If anyone is in San Diego, get Ann a lunchbox. Mail it to, I'll give you Keith Lyle's address. That's where I sent it. That's where I have all my stuff sent. That's where I got these. and some sort of lotion package. It's men's makeup. It's for my eyes. It was a free trial. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, where the hell are we on the show? Today's date.
What's your post?
Oh no, I did it. Lunchbox was
The
mine.
lunchbox.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Those are really cool though. I had. Oh, by the way, okay, you want to know what I had? $6 Million Man. Now I'm gonna feel like I'm bragging because I had multiple. This is over the course of my life. $6 Million Man. I had a Peanuts one, Charlie Brown, and $6 Million Man. Did I already say that?
A second one?
You also had a red panda.
I had a
You know what?
Steve Austin.
I was
and
trying to
$6
do a
million.
show with no caffeine, ladies and gentlemen.
You also had some magnets.
Huh?
What?
What?
Magnets?
Yeah, that's why I didn't have any. Oh, I had well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, get the lunchbox, send it to Ann.
Good morning.
I also had I had a Superman one too, and the thermos that came with it. Gina, I think my sister had a Brady
High
Bunch one.
roller over here. This guy. Keeping things
How you
warm and
doing?
cold. Yeah.
All right, today is August 20th, 2024, and the national days, ladies and gentlemen. You know we have fun with these. National Bacon Lovers Day. Who doesn't love bacon in this room? Exactly.
Bacon, bacon.
You know who can't enjoy bacon anymore? Stan Musial.
Why is that?
He's been dead for like 20 years.
11.
Okay, here's something that I love so much, bacon. Here's something I hate more than anything. This is the only thing that I will kill. Mosquitoes. World Mosquito Day. Are we supposed to like honor mosquitoes?
You're doing the world a favor. Yeah.
You said mosquitoes are the only thing you'll kill?
I don't kill flies. I cup them and I let them out.
You don't kill like ants or
Ants, no, unless they're
Roaches.
fire ants and they're on my privates.
Spiders?
Scorpion? Oh.
It's happened. It was a beach incident. Scorpion, I had someone kill for me that was in.
It's much easier to take outside.
What's that?
Scorpion is a much easier one to scoop and take
Okay.
outside.
The scorpion was this big. I was in Barefoot. I wake up. This happened last summer. I told right before I started the show. It was in Joshua Tree. I come in to watch some TV in the morning and I go, ah! There's a scorpion. The dogs come running. I shove them out of the way like a hero. So
Like
the
a
guy
hero.
comes like a hero. I'm like, no, shut the door. So the guy comes and looks at the scorpion and goes, oh, that's a big one. He goes, it's not the ones you have to worry about, the little ones.
little
I think
ones.
you pointed this out
Yeah.
because they don't know how to control their venom.
It's the same with snakes.
I try to stay away from those too. So anyway, the guy put the sticky thing. Oh, we lift the carpet and there's the scorpion. And the guy puts the sticky stuff on. He crawls on it. I go, can you take it out and save it? He took it out and he goes,
What?
I don't think I can save it. I said,
That's
good,
a smart
screw
guy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. My weapon of choice is a sandal.
A male sandal?
A chancla, if you will.
Chancla.
Yeah.
A what?
Chocolate. Spanish for sandal.
I grew up in L.A.,
Chancla.
not Vegas. What? What does that mean? I should know it then.
I killed a scorpion with
As in
the sandal
old
like
words,
2
sorry.
weeks ago. My house
Here?
here. They're all over the place here.
Can I put a magnet scale?
I'm sure you could. They love magnets.
All right. Well, I haven't seen the scorpion. Oh, I did see a little one. That's right. It was already dead though.
Those are the ones you got to worry about.
All right, World Mosquito Day, International Hawaiian Pizza Day. Don't get me started. We've already done it on the show. Pineapple does not belong on it. National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day.
Ooh.
Pecan pie? Anyone? Pecan pie? No, what's that from? Pecan pie. I would like some pecan
If Keith
pie.
doesn't know, I think we're all screwed.
Good. I'll give him a second. All right, and it's
Bride?
what?
Princess Bride?
No.
Oh, 'cause you said-
Harry Met Sally. Harry Met Sally. I would like some pecan pie. It's also National Radio Day. We didn't include that one, but shout out to everyone who's on radio.
That's like my line of work, Caden.
This
Come
is line of
on.
work. Caden omitted it, and he omitted us from the order from the deli. Also,
The feeling's mutual.
and Bob Dell, also our big radio fan. So anyway, we put him into the machine. It's also Andrew Garfield, who played Spider-Man. It's his birthday. He turns 41. And here we go. Now, wait, you did do Fred Durst and Demi Lovato. You did them all. So it's Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato turns 32. Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit singer, 54. Now break something tonight.
Chocolate starfish.
That was their album. So there's Spider-Man eating Hawaiian pizza. Spider-Man.
Through the hole.
I don't know how he does it.
That's why he's
Also-
And then Demi Lovato
He's
eating
also
pizza.
eating the pizza. Spider-Man's eating the pizza with a mosquito.
I was
Oh
going to
my
say, where's the
God.
mosquito?
His other hand.
Oh my God, Spidey! How are
That's
you
disgusting.
doing that?
It's another bug, though.
Okay, and then Fred Durst is using chopsticks.
He's a man
No,
of culture.
Oh, it's just the way it looks through there.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that they
He's a
know
man
that.
of culture.
I like that AI knows that Fred Durst wears the red hat.
Get out of my brain. Crawl out of my brain. I was going to say, how did they know he loves to wear red hats?
That's his thing.
There you go. There's your
seen him
AI
recently?
magic of the day.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, he wears like also like silver.
He does
yeah.
like costumes now, like
Yeah.
Wes Borland, the
He does.
guitarist. Yeah.
And they still are really good, by the way.
Yeah,
They
I love
sound
Limp
really good.
Bizkit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 100 shows ago, we had comedian Jen K on the program.
Oh, she's great.
She was on the show. Are we doing the Nick Swisher clip? Yep. Okay.
That was it.
She has a bone to pick with former major leaguer Nick Swisher. Tried to get a ball. He promised he would come back and give her a ball. There was a rain delay, and he stiffed her. So, Nick, you owe this funny lady a ball. 100 episodes. You've had some run-in with some Yankees. You have a Nick Swisher story.
Still waiting for you, Nick. This is what happened. I go to spring training for the very first time ever. I never been to Florida. Go to the spring training game. The one time I go, downpours. I'm there by the dugout. I see Nick. I was like, hey, can you sign my baseball? And his dad comes along. I'm like, you see him all the time. Like, so he says to me, he goes like this. He goes, I'll be right back.
I got you, right.
So they go into the dugout. Now it starts raining. So I'm just standing there and I'm waiting.
You're standing in the
leaving.
rain?
Yeah, everybody's leaving. My wife left me. Security left me. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, but he said he'll be back. So Nick
Swisher.
I'm waiting for you.
Swish.
I was going to say, Ryan just brought up, I have Nick Swisher's phone number.
Oh, we got to make it happen.
We could call him on the air live.
Call him right now.
Yeah. Hold
Maybe
it
we'll
up.
do that a little later. Maybe we'll end the show with a call to Nick Swisher. I've never talked to him, but Nagel gave me his number.
Segment idea.
Yeah.
Frank calls a famous friend.
It's not going to take long to go through my
Friends.
phone. There's not a lot in
Famous
there. I have Denny Nagel, Greg Vaughn,
That counts? Frank phones a famous friend.
Donnie Iris.
That's how we'll end some of these shows.
Donnie Iris.
Bingo.
Peterman.
I have Melissa Peterman, who you love. Donnie Iris saying Aliyah and Love is Like a Rock. Bob Zaney. By the way, I have to reach out to Zaney. Do we have Zaney look at all? Everyone's got to get their
See, but then we all have to come up with our fantasy team names.
early. Yeah, you have to come up with it by next Wednesday.
Well, yeah.
Is the plan still to have Zany roast our team names and pick the order?
That's what I would like to do. And apparently the draft has been decided for next Wednesday, which I was not. I found out today myself watching the end of Sports by the Book to see Alex and Jeff and Ryan.
Well, the timeline study starts now.
So I think next Wednesday we're going to try to do it live on air, the second half of Punchlines, and it'll bleed in for another hour. And you guys can comment. You can give us advice. We're going to do a live chat for it. So it'll be part of Punchlines next Wednesday as our idea for the draft.
Yes. Yes.
And then Drew Dog, he's going to cut down that mess. Well, we'll
luck.
give you the week off the following week on the montage. If you get the fantasy football draft.
It's going to take him an hour to edit it, but he needs the week for his mental health afterwards. Yeah.
All right.
He's nodding.
We're having a good old time today. So Jen K, very funny. Make sure you check her out. We have to have Jen back on come playoff season if the Yankees make it. She's a big Yankee fan. By the way, speaking of Sports by the Book, I was just saying, make sure you follow them on all the new social medias. They have splintered off to their own page as well on YouTube TV. Sports by the Book on X and TikTok and YouTube, and also on Instagram, Sports by the Book LV, which stands for Las Vegas. I figured that all out by myself. I was pretty proud of myself. Don't slow clap me. All right, Matt, do you want to sound the horn?
Sound the horn.
What?
No.
No? What? Oh, you want to do?
Do I top
Premature
five?
horn.
Yeah,
sound.
let's premature horn. And by the way, there's a pill for that. All right, so go ahead. Let's go.
I'm sorry. It's just that you're so pretty.
Well, what do you think I had mailed to Keith's house? I don't want that mailed to my place. I'm like, Keith, can I do me a solid? All right.
Most men
she
do that
knows.
with golf clubs. You're doing that with makeup. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we have top 5 Tuesday. I forgot Ryan's back. We didn't do one last.
good
We
in
did
there.
one last
Yeah,
week.
I sent one. I asked
Who
someone
was it last week? It was Benito Santiago.
That was the Who Day.
Oh, that was the Who Day that Matt got
Wednesday.
because of the 09.
The
which
09.
was very,
Was episode 217.
yeah,
Career home runs for Benito.
217.
217.
And did not point that out in the notes.
I got Benito Santiago in spite of the 09.
You did. I know. That was very funny, but I didn't. He later told me that it was because of his home runs. All right, what do we got here?
Well, this one will not have a number specific. It will be looking at a current stat in
right.
Major League Baseball. 2024
That sure looks like Garrett
team
Cole there.
shutouts.
That looks like Cole or
So-
Glass now with the long hair.
One team
Cole hasn't had long
holding
hair
their
in years.
opponent to 0 runs in a game. The top 2 are tied. The top 3 and 4 are tied for 3, and then 5 and 6 are tied for 5.
By the way, what is the shutout? Oh, hold opponent's team to 0 runs. Jesus.
Hey, you never know. Lowest common denominator, Frank. You're always thinking about that.
That's what a shutout. Or you know what I like to call them? Shutouts.
A shutty.
A shutty.
7 shutty.
Logan Gilbert threw 7 shutty.
7 shutty for Frankie Fungos.
Went right to the sticks. All right, so
well,
here we go.
That's got to be one of the answers, right? The Mariners.
I was gonna say the Mariners or the Pirates. Surprisingly,
The Mariners are on that list.
okay. So
They
we
are-
got the Pirates are not.
The Pirates are not. The Mariners are tied for first.
Okay, isn't that Glass now down there? That looks like his silhouette with the
No,
hair.
that's George.
or
That's Logan Gilbert, right? In the silhouette. Okay, he's not telling us.
this guy.
What about the Rays?
The Rays are not up there.
They
Mets.
turned Edwin Usei into the best relief pitcher in
The
baseball.
Rays are tied for 12th in baseball. They have 8 team shutouts.
We got to think of the good. Let's think Baltimore. Is Baltimore on there?
Baltimore is not.
Wow, that's
What about
Grayson.
Oakland?
The Oakland A's are tied for 5th.
Come
Yeah,
on.
there we
So they
go.
can score 15 runs a game and shut out, but they're
They're
perceived
the only team that scored 17 or more
Twice.
runs multiple times.
2 or 3 times. Yeah, we talked about that the other day.
That would be the yellow outline. That is Joey Estes.
Joey Estes, Las Vegas native. He lives here in the offseason.
One
The
of guys
Milwaukee
that we
Brewers.
talked about earlier who threw a Maddox. is
Yeah,
Joey
that's right.
Estes.
Yeah.
It's not Milwaukee. They don't have any
Milwaukee
starters.
is not on this list.
They have terrible
We are
stuff.
looking for the other team tied in 3rd and the other team tied for 1st.
The Giants.
Chicago White Sox.
That would be getting shut out.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that's right.
What about San Fran?
The Giants are not part of the top 5 or 6. They are also tied for 12th.
All right, I said Yankees, but it's not the Yankees.
It is not the Yankees. It is a division rival
Is
of the
it
Yankees.
Boston
Is
then?
it the Red Sox?
The Red Sox are the other team tied for 3rd.
Wow. So we got
missing
one.
the
Seattle-
tied for
You are
first.
missing the other top team in baseball.
Mariners and
The Phillies are on this list.
Oh, Chris Sale and the Braves. Is it the Braves?
They have 4 different starters that have complete game shutouts.
It has to be a complete
are
game.
tied
Astros.
They are tied for 5th. The
Oh.
Astros are not.
It's not. Who did I just say? The Braves.
The Braves are the other team.
Wow.
I got to
For
give Keith
first
Lyle credit on that.
in
I
Major League
could.
Baseball.
I don't have to give him credit because he doesn't have a mic. I could have said, "Oh, I thought of the Braves."
So
All right, I thought of it. Atlanta Braves. We got them all. It only took-
Mariners.
we got them all.
Braves and Mariners both have 13 shutouts. The Red Sox and Phillies both have 12.
Wow.
And the A's and Dodgers both have 11.
That's a really puzzling top 5 right there. That's a great job on that.
That is. I mean, it's all teams that are in 1st or 2nd in their division, and then there's the A's. Although
we have
they're
a-
2.5 games out of 3rd right now.
And the Red Sox.
And the Red Sox, yeah.
So
I got that. Well, most people think Boston has the bats.
That's what they were known for at the beginning of the year. I mean, I bet they're under. That's looking like the only under out of my, the only win total out of my 5 that's
Right.
going to lose, and I'll take it because I thought the Red Sox were going to be terrible this year.
You know, I have a deep hatred of the Atlanta Braves, but you got to admire that they're consistently they're always around, and no one's talking about the Atlanta Braves. I'm not saying they're going to do well in the playoffs. I still like the Phillies in that division and probably in the National League or the Pirates.
The Keystone Staters.
Yeah, but yeah, I hate the
Well,
Braves so much.
the revival of Chris Sale.
He's been
He's
amazing.
going to win comeback player of the year. He has to.
He could win the Cy. I mean,
It's him and Zach Wheeler right
Yeah.
now. We'll see Wheeler with the Phillies today.
unless Skeens rattles, he's going to be shut down.
Talk Zach Wheeler here in about 2.5 minutes.
Oh, must be it's a little teaser bigger than
Bingo.
big. All right, good top 5. Thank you, Ryan. That was
like
very
that.
good. All right, let's. Do you want to sound the horn?
I'll sound the horn for
Go
a second
for it.
time. Sound it.
It's post time, ladies and gentlemen. Get your horses into the stables. This is where we find some funny posts all over the internet and show them to you. I was a 1940s announcer.
I like it.
But in the future, what kind of accent do I have? I'm a hillbilly like my cousins.
Second cousins.
Yeah, that's a little off the air joke, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to talk about right now. Maybe that's why you didn't have a lunchbox. You were mean. All right.
You said hillbillies and cousins in the same sentence.
I need a sip of water.
I've lived in Alabama and West Virginia, so I've got some context there, yeah.
By the way, I saw Brendan Gaughan's post about the South Point liquor. That's the new lines coming out.
City Lights, right?
Yeah. What's that? City Lights. Well, it was
City Lights
probably
Shine.
should get a bottle for in the studio here. What do you think?
I was watching Rich Eisen, and he has a big liquor display from guests that have brought their liquor brands in there, Brian Cranston and
Why are and Aaron
We
Paul?
also need Vonnie's bottle.
I was going to say Greg Vaughn, but I
All right.
forgot.
New
Vonnie.
desk, we got to have a liquor display.
And get the blueprints.
We'll build it.
We'll just set it on
If you
top.
build it, they will come.
Anyway, Brendan Gunn, we need to bottle the new booze. We got to try it. I mean, Matt and I can drink it.
There's no Aviators games to go to after this. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so post with punchlines. We'll do one quick since we have picks in a minute. So what do we start with? Oh, the QR code.
Yeah, the first one was announced this morning, and not necessarily a funny post, but kind of an interesting one.
No, it's interesting.
So on the back of the Oklahoma State Cowboys football helmets, they are putting a QR code in which you can scan and donate to their name, image, and likeness fund.
By the way, I was looking at that monitor waiting for the picture to come up. That's not the monitor. The monitor's over here.
That's Little League.
Yeah, that's Little League. Now, what we were saying is, Ryan, when we were talking about this before the show, how the hell do you get close enough to possibly do it? This is why you're not supposed to run on the field. But if you run on the field in an Oklahoma State game, you can be like, oh, I'm trying to get the QR code, give the kid some money. I want to give the guy some money. I have him in my college fantasy.
Oh, my thinking is the only way to really scan this is if the guy's standing on the sideline and you got front row seats. And, while those aren't the guys that you necessarily want to give your money to, those bench warmers are probably the guys that need it the most.
It seems like a novelty thing, but maybe online, maybe on their website, they'll have it and it can take you to it. Like you can go to my website, franknicotero.net.
See,
I got .com for mine, mattneverett.com.
I do not. There's a reason. We'll talk about that later.
I feel like the QR code is something that would be better used to put around the stadium.
Yeah.
Versus on players.
Or, maybe occasionally if a guy makes a play, it'll be on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the
and
scoreboard
then it's
would be
big
good.
enough that you
First down, Frank Nicotero. Please donate.
Exactly. Is there a kid named Gordon that's going to win the Heisman for them?
Yeah,
or the running back? Ollie Gordon?
Ollie Gordon.
The third or second?
The eighth, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. He's a preseason favorite. Anyway, I think every human should have QR codes too, by the way.
Well, the QR code, who would have thought that the QR code would be one of the very few positives to come out of COVID?
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Although when I'm at a restaurant, I still like the menu.
I still like a menu. I want to feel a menu.
I like to feel the stickiness of the plastic. Yeah.
That's also from Modern Family where Jay has his segment, Jay's Talking. All right. By the way, QR codes. Yeah. Look, imagine if like a girl had one. You're at a bar and you're like, oops, got baggage. At 12:36. Yeah. If every human had you could see the. All right. It's 12:37.
We got it in there.
Can't do them. All right, no, we started the open, so here we go. Picks at 12:36. You tease Zach Wheeler. What do you got going on there?
I tease Zach Wheeler because I'm going to go with him today.
Okay.
This is a line. The Phillies taking on, was it the Braves? Why am I?
They're playing the Braves.
My whole computer just...
They got it popped up on the graphic real quick.
They're playing the Braves. That's why they paid the
There's
big
a
bucks.
page here, yeah.
Yeah, we're going with the Phillies. I got the page in front of me. They're going against the Braves. Zach Wheeler. It opened at minus 125. It's over. I'm seeing over 140 at some shops. I've seen it earlier and took it at minus 135. So I would say the earlier the better on this one. It'll get going here in about 4 hours or so. But Zach Wheeler, the front runner in the National League for the Cy Young, 12-5 with a 2.72 ERA this season. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 of his last 9 starts. Now, he's on the road. I typically don't like to pay a big price like that. And not a huge price, but a big enough price like that on the road. But it's Zach Wheeler. It's the Phillies. I'm going to kind of hope that they start to go back to who they were because since the All-Star break, they really have struggled, mainly on the offensive side of the ball. They're going against Ronaldo Lopez today, who is likely to be on a pitch count. This Phillies lineup scoring 5 runs a game per season. Lopez...
he started so strong this year, too.
I know.
Yeah.
Ronaldo Lopez making his first start since July 28th. He's coming back from the injured list. I think this Phillies team really needs to start getting hot because there is approaching 140, maybe even 145. Take a look at the run line, too, if this one starts to get up there in terms of the price.
And how painful must it be for Mets fans to watch Zach Wheeler pitching for the Phillies?
There's people, when he was in the AAA, the Mets affiliate was the Las Vegas 51s. They played over at Cashman Field on the east side of town, more towards downtown. And he was dominant, and everybody there still says that he was the best pitcher that they saw. And they had DeGrom, they had Syndergaard, they had a lot of guys come through that system, and our PR director still says that is the best pitcher that he saw. So, not only Mets fans, but people that just worked with him are like, how did the Mets give up on this guy?
And then let him go to the Phillies.
Of anybody.
Of any team.
That's like a Yankee going to the Red Sox.
It really is.
A la Jacoby Ellsbury the other way.
Johnny Damon kind of thing, too.
Which,
that hurt.
Questionable judgment.
All right, Ryan, I know you didn't, yesterday it was the Disneyland drawback. You sat down, you got out your abacus. What do you like?
So I haven't been able to do kind of my own, but one of the accounts that I follow on Twitter is at SB Breakers. Call themselves Sportsbook Breakers. They tweet out a bunch of good free stats every day. They are kind of a service that you can whatever, but not giving them any more of a shout out than they post freely, but they did let us know that in the last month of baseball, so since July 20th, the Arizona Diamondbacks are 10-0, have not lost when a favorite this last month of baseball. So again, going against the Marlins today, or beating the Marlins last night, now playing them again today as a favorite, I would lean to the D-backs of the -150 price. Now down to -123 actually here at the South Point. So the Diamondbacks, and then if you take a look at the Dodgers, they are 8-0 in the last 3 months, coming off a win in which they scored 3 runs or less. So yesterday they didn't put up that much of a good offensive output, but they're playing the Mariners, who themselves cannot put up a very much offensive output. But with Walker Buehler on the mound, the Dodgers and the D-backs are my 2 plays today.
Take a look at the over in that game too, 8.5. Both Buehler and Bobby Miller, who's starting for the. Or no, it's Buehler, but he's been rough. I think that over in that game is pretty live. Expect to see it's Bryce Miller throwing for the.
That's what I was just going to say.
The Mariners. Bobby Miller has been bad. They're moving him a little bit around into the bullpen in the rotation. I saw a crazy Mariners stat this morning, and it involves the White Sox.
Okay.
So since June, I think it was like 15th or 18th or something like that. The Mariners have lost 15 games in their division as far as the divisional race. The White Sox have lost 17 games in their division over that same stretch. So the Mariners have lost almost as much ground in their division as the White Sox have since mid-June.
Eek. Yes. Yeah, that they were up so big on Houston, and then Houston just stormed back like we knew they would. Yeah. I still think Texas might have a run in them. I don't know, but the Angels don't. I mean,
if you're under 500 at this point, it may be too little too late with about a month and a half left. They would have to win just about every game at this point. I mean, I'm looking at the standings now. I mean, it's a 2-horse race in the AL West between Houston and Seattle. The AL Central's wide open. 3-team race in the Central. Minnesota is actually tied right now with Kansas City. Yeah. I think only 2 of them get in because of the way that the AL East is set up. I think the AL East, who has 4 teams at 500 or above right now, I think they get 3 of them in.
Major League Baseball wants the Royals in there. They want Bobby Witt Jr. He's got to be a face of the future.
NL West is within 5 games. The Central, as far as the division race, more or less
There's no
decided.
way Milwaukee wins that. I can't see Milwaukee winning that division.
9 games
to get
11
bounced
games
out. I just every time I watch
above 500.
What's that?
They're 20 games above.
I know, but every time I watch them play, I'm just like, meh. I don't know. And Yelich is out, and they're still. Give it to Pat Murphy or whatever, the manager there. Give him full credit. Everyone thought they were collapsing. Traded Corbin Burns. Council flees for the money.
I was going to say, shows you exactly how much Craig Counsell was worth to that team
maybe.
With the exact same roster.
And then the Cubs overpaid him.
And then didn't pay anybody else.
No, exactly. All right, speaking of the world champion Texas Rangers, we talked about him a minute ago. For my pick of the day, you were done, right? I apologize.
It was him, yeah.
Oh,
I've been done.
No, you were done with your picks.
Yes.
I looked at Minnesota yesterday. I smartly, at the last second, I cracked down. I looked at the stats. I went with Oakland on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of you.
Took Oakland 3-0. I said this is probably going to be a shutout.
Mm-hmm.
Doing his abacus.
So I'm looking at Minnesota again, but San Diego's won 6 at home. San Diego since the break. Diamondbacks and the Padres are awesome. I think the Padres could end up winning that division. Someone's leaving me a voicemail from Vegas. I don't like the Twins. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I know it's a homer thing.
Who would have seen that?
But it's Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller had a rough outing. They gave him $77 million. There's Doggus. There's Marty. There's Scooby. There's the late Dodger. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will take the Pirates as my doggest pick. I am currently 4-9, 4-10, something like that. Anyway, I like the Pirates. I do. What is the line on the game? Plus 138?
Plus 120.
Okay, 120. Oh,
that's gone way down. Get it now. Get it now.
Get it now. Run to the window. I like the Pirates. I like them breaking out of it. Billy McKinley had 2 hits last night.
Former Las Vegas Aviator.
Was he an Aviator?
A walk-off grand slam in a day game one time.
No way.
I remember that.
Anyway, by the way, his at-bats were not... He looked good at the plate. Again, they also have Nick York, who they stole from the Red Sox, I believe, for Quinn Priester.
Yep.
Banging the ball there. But no, who did they bring up? Alika Williams.
Alika Williams, again. I was sitting there watching the Pirates game yesterday, and I know Billy a little bit from his time with the Aviators. Yep. He was okay as an Aviator, but he's a career quadruple A guy.
Right.
And the whole game, I'm just sitting there hammering him. I'm watching it with my brother.
I thought you said you were hammered.
No.
Like, I'm hammered.
No, and I still show up. No, I'm sitting there just hammering Billy McKinley.
Yeah.
McKinney. Not William McKinley, the former president, but Billy McKinney. I'm sitting there just like, out of all the guys, this is who they bring up. They got 3 guys guys right now in AAA just hitting the cover off the ball. And Billy McKinney's the guy to bring up. And then he made me eat my words a little bit.
Did I say McKinney or McKinley?
You said McKinney.
I said McKinney.
Did, yeah.
Anyway, he looked the first two at bats. He had solid hits. I don't know.
It's the McKinney effect. It's the honeymoon thing. Give it a week.
By the way, Ryan, neither you or I on air have pointed out that he's wearing a Patriots shirt today.
It was Minidar. Was it Minidar in the chat?
Was it JR? Reno Paul.
Was it Paul?
Good.
I responded to whoever it was.
It was all at the beginning.
I responded to whoever it was.
It was Joey B.
Joey B. There we go.
Matt's golf shirt. Is that an old Patriots logo?
Yes, it is.
By the way, I love that old logo.
I think they should go back to it.
They should. I remember Russ Francis was a guy I loved, a tight end who recently passed away, but I love Russ Francis, Steve Grogan, and they had Sam Bam Cunningham was a running back.
Oh my God, yeah.
Sam the Man Cunningham. I had his. These are all cards that I had.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like because they just look cool. So I love that logo. Russ Francis was awesome. Those old unis with the red.
Yeah, I mean, if they win 5 games this year, it's going to be a lot. But I've seen them win 6 titles in my life, so doing something all right. I've been alive for 30 years. They're averaging a title every 5.
I have seen the Steelers win 6.
Yeah, over how long of a stretch?
A long time.
Yeah.
Starting in 73.
Yeah. From 02 to 19.
73, 74. Yeah, 73, 74, 77, 78. Okay.
Chicago sports are fun.
79. What?
Chicago sports are fun.
They're fun. 85 Bears. You saw that.
I saw
Over the Patriots.
Actually.
Tony Eason.
Poor
guy. And they put Grogan.
Poor guy.
And then they put Grogan in late. And I always like Steve Grogan because I had his card too, but they just clobbered. No one was going to beat that team.
It's like throwing Major Applewhite a bone at the end of some of those Patriots Super Bowls.
Major Applewhite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, those are our picks. Back to the posts. A lot of picks today. It's good.
All right.
All right. Speaking of picks.
Yeah. So speaking of picks, this one is going to be another college football. NCAA
we have fun with these. The NCAA 25. Everyone's playing. Did you play last night?
I did not.
Oh, tonight you're hitting the sticks.
Yep.
Better chance.
After throwing 7 shutty.
Yeah.
Hitting the sticks. All right, so you had an idea. This is fun.
So since Matt will be the play-by-play voice for the UNLV Rebels, this clip features 2 teams that UNLV is in the same conference with, Air Force and New Mexico.
Played them both last year. Won't play either of them this year.
So decided to give Matt a little trial run at doing play-by-play on some video game football.
Okay.
See what we got.
So he hasn't seen this.
Not that I'm aware of.
I've seen the clip. I watched it once.
No. Okay.
I watched it once.
All right, that's fine. I know. All right, here we go. This is another fun clip.
Dropping back, rolling right, looking to the outside. He fires. It's tipped. Oh, it's booted. It's booted. It's picked off at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Falcon!
There it is. That's what we want to hear.
Shutting down
That's
New
our
Mexico
boy, Matt.
crowd. Yeah.
He kicked it reverse. Jackie Chan over
Did
the
he
middle.
bicycle kick that? Was it Pele?
Can we watch that again?
Yeah, just please play it again because it is such a ridiculous play. Here we go.
They're still working out the kinks.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be glitches.
So Wise open. He hit him a little bit too late. If he threw it a little bit earlier.
Little lineman.
Yeah.
I'll take this. Well, number 37. I don't know. Maybe that was...
Wow.
Numbers don't matter more in college.
Yeah, really.
What's that?
Numbers don't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter.
Who is it? There's a Power 5 quarterback that wearing 20 or 80 something this year.
I love him, whoever that is.
Minnesota?
Flutie was 22.
I forget. I think it's the Big 10. They got a quarterback wearing like 20 something.
The Big 10, more like the Big 14.
The Big 30?
37.
Big 10, I think, has 18 teams.
18.
Which they also recently just came out with a new version of the map commercial that was so popular for them.
Yeah,
where they showed up, so they had to extend it a little bit. Yeah, because now
it's
they
out
got
to California.
Instead of going out, where was their westward border before the expansion?
Nebraska.
Was it Nebraska?
I believe it's Nebraska.
So from Omaha to or Lincoln to Piscataway.
Right.
Now you got to go all the way to LA and up into Washington and Oregon.
And they do have the new pop-up thing. You know who's never going to see that?
Who?
Stan Musial.
That's industry secret right there. I feel bad for the equipment
It's been the funniest
guys.
show. Ryan's back. I got a good energy here. We had funny shows last week, too.
I feel bad for the Washington Huskies equipment staff that's going to have to drive all the gear from Seattle to Piscataway, New Jersey when they go play on the road this year.
Because they do have to.
It weighs too much. They can't fly the gear.
Oh, my.
I mean,
they fly Southwest. It's bags fly free.
If you can fit everything you need to play in a football game on one check bag for
a
150
jock
pounds,
strap, and my jersey. It's all I need. I don't need no helmet.
That's because you're never on the field.
That's right. You know who's not going to be on the field for Washington?
Don't do it.
Stan Musial. He's one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
We're so sorry.
I know. We're sorry, Stan the man. Shout out Denora PA.
So the quarterback that was wearing the funky number,
Yeah.
Bear Bachmeyer, something like that.
Oh, BB, yeah.
Recruit going to Stanford,
Wow.
wearing number 47.
Woohoo! That was his grade point average in high school,
Yeah, to get to
4.7,
Stanford.
hence going to Stanford.
I remember as a kid,
Drop the mic.
living in Denver, I wanted to go to Stanford. And then I got to about 9th grade and realized that my grades were not going to let me do that. So,
Hey, Matt, Ann didn't have a lunchbox. Okay, we
Here
don't
I
want
am
to hear
talking
about
about
your dream
Stanford,
going
yeah.
to Stanford. What was your favorite show? Like Wonder Woman or Bionic Woman from the 70s when you were a kid?
Mork and Mindy.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Keith,
Pittsburgh.
what's your address again? All right. Okay. What do we have next? Ryan B. McCormick.
Well, so we're just talking about college football. Matt being the play-by-play guy for UNLV. Where does UNLV play?
Allegiant.
Las Vegas.
Allegiant
At
Stadium.
Allegiant. This
Who
is.
they share a stadium with the Las Vegas Raiders,
Yeah,
who have ridiculous prices for their suites.
All right. See that segue? That was the segue. See, it's,
Atta
it's
baby.
lines. It's lines moving. He's back. See, you
I
give him a
mean,
little time off.
We talked about it a little before where you
Yeah.
could get the kind of outside rack.
That was outside and you had
tailgate.
enormous prices.
Yeah, $10,000 for a 10-person room outside. But anyway, prices for suite drinks in a suite. Yeah, I gotta find it. Win price. Okay, so
Oh my
it's
God.
gotta load. Okay, so
50.
essentially, a $30,000 bottle of rosé, $22,000 bottle of Brut, a $19,000 another Dom Perignon bottle.
Is
of
this
rosé.
for Mark Davis only? Like, do you get to
This
play?
is in the wind. This is in those seats that are like behind the end zone with the couches.
Yeah.
The Win Club.
Do you get to dress as the third emergency quarterback?
I think the most egregious thing on this whole thing is the $120 taco platter.
Yeah, you get 8 of each kind of taco.
Oh, I don't know.
What?
Never mind.
Wait,
That's actually
Ann,
a good
could
deal.
you please go back to that?
That's a good deal.
And then you get a slider platter. Slider platter is $90. You get 3 of each kind of slider: a cheeseburger slider, a chicken slider, and a brisket slider. So each slider is $10.
But honestly, if I get in there, all I'm ordering is the taco platter.
Yeah.
That's the cheapest thing. Sir, do you want something to drink? Water's good.
Yeah. Ryan strikes me as the $30,000 bottle of champagne guy.
Not I.
So do the Raiderettes come in and hang out with you? Is this like the champagne room at a club?
Yeah, they
That's
got the
insane.
light that pops up.
Yeah, with the sparklers. Yeah.
Frank, when they tell you that they love you, they don't really mean it.
By the way, table service at Ellis Island, $250.
You could buy Ellis Island for $250.
I was at Ellis Island. I ducked in and did a little karaoke. It was an impromptu thing. We did 500 miles. It was good. There's a video I'll post on Twitter. Anyway, so there's a corner booth where me, Chris Harrison, dropping names, and my friend Raf's at. It's now roped off with stanchions. $250 minimum purchase on the weekdays and $300 on the weekends at Ellis Island.
He says he doesn't have any famous friends.
Yeah, well,
guy.
Chris Harrison. Oh yeah, right there. Ellis Island.
Yeah, Ellis Island. I like the little front yard restaurant that they have there with like the solarium looking thing.
Yeah, I saw it
the
from
greenhouse.
the street. They're doing a lot of repair.
They've got really good food prices there.
The ribs are the best in the city.
ribs are really good. They did just get rid of their brewery though.
No, I had a beer last night. It was made by their brewery.
I think they
though.
still make it, but just not there anymore.
I didn't enjoy it, so I won't order it again. No.
They have a good IPA.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm a dirty hippie though.
You're like, really? You don't seem like him. What's next, Ryan?
IPAs?
I don't like IPAs.
Overrated.
Yeah. There it is. That's the winner of the day.
See, I'm not a snob about it. Just a personal preference. I'm not going to hate anyone that.
I don't like IPAs. Completely overrated. Any microbrew, I don't like. I just give me. I just want to get drunk.
I don't like the crazy ones. I don't like the peanut butter jelly beer,
Stupid.
like crazy stuff. I'm not a stout or even a Guinness guy, really.
I've had a Guinness. Guinness is like a meal. But
Irish car bomb just traumatized me one time. So
been there. Okay, what's next, Ryan?
Well, so we talked a little bit about being overrated.
Right.
This clip is where that question comes from. So the New York Jets on their social media decided to ask their players things that they felt were overrated. And here's
We were going to save this for Parles, but
how
it's
that
too
clip
good.
went.
I'm going to get a lot of hate. The Office. Not funny. The Office. Oh, Marvel.
I think the hype around Marvel is like a little bit like elevated. It's not. It's cool, but it ain't all that. I'm a Harry Potter type of guy myself, so Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Divergent, all that stuff. I like that a lot more. Bonus wings. Like, where would we get bonus wings from? Like, I need to stop with these onions, bro. Onions are not that good. I need to stop putting onions. Training camp.
For one, pizza is definitely overrated. It's just cheese and bread. And then 2, French toast is overrated. It's just
Eggs and bread, watermelon. They eat it every day after practice. Not that good. New York pizza is overrated.
oh man,
Fashion. Aaron Rodgers hygiene.
Fashion is overrated.
Crawfish.
Aaron Rodgers says training camp.
Yeah, you know what I think is overrated? Ayahuasca retreats.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, in my experience, they have not helped me whatsoever.
French toast. Man, he hasn't had good French toast, JR. So you know what? I got mine.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
I don't like pancakes.
I knew you had
flour.
breakfast beef.
Hey, want some flour and some maple syrup?
That's just most breakfast foods, yeah.
No, give me eggs, bacon, sausage, whatever. IPAs, Andrew Biner. Andrew Biner completely agrees that IPAs are completely overrated.
Again, that's fine.
Yeah. Wait, David Sanders. Frank also apparently doesn't need pants to play football.
You need a jock strap and a helmet.
That's all I need, man. Okay, moving on.
I think people are going to want you to put pants on. Maybe not me, but someone.
I'm not wearing pants right now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right. Next, we have a couple more, right?
Yeah. So this one may have some things on the list that some of our punchies may feel overrated, but
I like this one a lot.
Picture of Kirk.
It was Kirk Cousins' birthday yesterday, so they let him have the AUX at Falcons practice, and this is what his playlist looked like. So he had a bunch of kind of 2000s.
Okay, and by the way, at the bottom of the list, he has is Yellow Card still up there?
Yeah, that's the last one.
He did that one for Jerry. Jerry
Ocean Avenue.
That's his closer.
I think, but now Jerry, who doesn't know, he knows he likes to bet Oregon because he likes puddles. I think now his team should be Kirk Cousins and Atlanta Falcons because his closer, he's closing with Ocean Avenue, which Jerry's favorite band. He what? No, it was all bangers. I can't see it, but
the Green Day on there.
He's Jimmy Eat World. Yeah,
Blink 182. We got the Killers. Got
the only
Foo
song
Fighters.
I didn't know was the Dear Maria or something.
It's
I had to look it up.
Punk pop. Yeah, I like it. I'm trying to decide my most overrated song on here.
Hold on, I'm getting up. I don't care. I'm getting up, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to say any good Charlotte song because it's on there twice, but.
Where's my camera?
You got a little more. There, too far. There you go.
Okay. I like Move Along.
Now you're too short.
Stacey's Mom is an excellent song.
Overrated.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Right Side, Hall of Fame. Best of You. Are you kidding? It's the Foo Fighters. Even that good Fall Out Boy. I used to sing that one. I would come out on stage. Long story. Somebody told me another Vegas band. Kryptonite. All Time Low. I didn't know the Dear Maria.
I would say out of all of them, and I like Maroon 5, but Maroon 5 probably the most overrated of these bands. It's Adam Levine and Friends.
Yeah, but Harder to Breathe. Their first single is their best banger.
Yeah,
a lot of bangers on there from Kirk Cousins though.
I like Maroon 5.
He was consistent with the theme throughout. I'll give him that.
Yes,
that's for an aux playlist like that, especially on when it's known that it's you. You want to be consistent. And
originally, I had this title Kirk Coxins because the ox. So I was doing warm up, and all these guys were like, "Give me your aux, give me your aux," and I don't know what you're talking about. They wanted the cord from my iPad or my iPod Touch that I use. I didn't know what an aux was.
The aux cord. Keith Lyle says Kirk's teammates have never heard of these songs or bands.
No, they've never heard of it. No, Keith, they have not. I was saying they're going to be like, "What is this shit?" Big one.
Those are loud.
What is this shit? Okay. All right, good list. Kurt, by the way, why is he in that Woody Buzz Lightyear?
Halloween, hopefully.
Yeah, it was his costume one year.
I love it. All right, Kirk Cousins. But he's a likable guy. I mean,
yeah. Kirk O'Chains.
Kirk O'Chains. If you need Cole's points, he's your guy.
Right.
He's the plug.
Who did a commercial for? KFC because it was Kirk F. Cousins.
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't know if his middle initial was F, but he did a KFC commercial too. I mean,
Jesus' middle initial was H.
Yep. You know whose middle initial was an H? Stan Musial. All right. How many more? We have a couple more, right?
Yeah, we can do two more.
All right. What was that movie where the monster came and wrecked the whole city? Not Godzilla. It was a weird
Cloverfield.
Thank you. And you know why it was called Cloverfield?
No.
That's the exit in Santa Monica where their production office was. Swear to God, they couldn't name the monster. They go, just call it Cloverfield. Because that's where I shot my Yahoo show. Anyway, Cloverfield.
That's a weird movie.
It is a weird movie, but the jittery camera, it made a lot of people sick.
It was like Blair Witch Project if it were like urban.
Which I had on VHS before it came out. And we watched late at night a couple times, me and my roommates. Oh, yeah, we freaked
You
us
weren't
out.
part of the Witch Project?
Behind the scenes. But anyway, this clip feels like Cloverfield and Blair Witch, the way it's shot. It's a new filter, I think, of the Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah, we could do that one.
Yeah, do Jazz Chisholm, because Jazz Chisholm, this guy's got personality.
He does
so much, man. And I hope he's coming back soon. That injury.
He said on the he was like a guest on the Little League World Series.
Yeah, I
broadcast,
know. He was sitting with the kids
and
in
they
his
asked him,
Yankee uniform.
They said something. Somebody commented on like a picture of it or something, then said, "Man, like you don't look like you're hurt." He goes, "I'm fine. I just got to wait the 10 days minimum."
Yeah, good. Because I like the guy. I wanted the Pirates so badly to get him, but they didn't. But anyway, here's Jazz. So what did he do? He shot some footage of them playing video games.
Yeah, being at the Little League World Series, they did this whole kind of like docu.
But doesn't this look like a lost footage film?
I saw video of him. He had a legitimate old school camera.
Yeah.
Camcorder.
So this was
a camcorder.
Yeah, this was in the Yankees clubhouse.
Oh, so it's not a filter.
Yeah, he using the camcorder.
It's just 2005 technology.
Gleyber Torres and Aaron Judge playing the show. Just kind of the team camaraderie around that.
That's cool. Very jittery.
In that old kind of 2000s, 90s vibe.
Yeah, Yankees got a lot of chemistry.
Look.
Jazz Chisholm, I like Jazz Chisholm. I would almost root for the Yankees just because of him. He was on the cover of MLB a couple years ago, too.
Yeah.
23.
It's like 26 years old and got control. The Yankees lucked out with him.
I mean, he's getting a bobblehead. The Kane County Cougars, who are now an independent league team, used to be a single-A team for the Diamondbacks, because he came up as a Diamondback, was traded to Miami, and that's where he really made his mark. Yeah, he was a top prospect.
Yeah.
But they're doing a bobblehead of him coming out next week, where he's got the green dreads kind of flying, and he's like mid-air, mid-dive.
That's why you like it, the dreads. Matt Ross, the man, never.
Of course,
right there.
you know.
And by the way, I love that Matt knows every minor league team, location, and name.
They're independent league now. They play in the same league as the Chicago Dogs, the American Association.
The Chicago Dogs. Okay.
Carlos Zambrano pitched and hit for them.
Carlos Zambrano. That guy could hit. Talk about a pitcher that could hit.
Yeah.
Z.
Legitimate.
Big Z.
Big Z. Yeah.
Micah
he could hit.
Owens, probably the best hitting pitcher of my generation.
Right. He was. But he relief pitch, but he also.
Zach Greinke.
Greinke was good. You look at Maddox and Smoltz. Well, back in my day, Rick Rhoden, Don Robinson. Is it great? Oh, no. Mike Hampton. Mike Hampton had a ton of homers, too.
You're talking about pitchers who rake?
Pitchers who rake.
You're not going to say Madison Bumgarner?
Mad Bum.
Or Jake Arrieta?
Mad Bum. Nope. Not going to talk about him.
Nope.
Don't bring him up. Cheater.
Yeah, Arrieta hit bombs. We have
cheated. He was on steroids. I did yoga and I won 20 games.
It's full of crap. But
DB12 method.
Look at the Jazz bobblehead. Share your screen. So just taking a look at the Jazz Chisholm bobblehead.
Yes, I saw this yesterday on social. I swear, I'm not a weirdo. I'm just on Twitter all the time. That's where I see this stuff.
We love you, man.
Just barely kind of getting to see it a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
By the Octane Brewery, sponsoring that one, but yeah, the kind of diving.
It's always funny to see minor league teams when they do bobbleheads, because if anybody's any good, they're not there for long.
Right.
I remember when I was in Birmingham in 2017, they were doing a Tim Anderson bobblehead, because he's from around there and came up through the system. He played for them for like 30 games, but he was so well loved because he was from the area. His mom was an usher.
Oh, wow.
And was like one of the more like well-loved people in that entire ballpark.
And is he out of baseball now? I know
he's
did someone pick him up?
Yes, somebody. You know what? Actually, no, I don't think at the moment.
He got DFA'd. I don't remember anyone picking him up.
I don't think at the moment he signed. Talk about a fall from grace.
Especially the most dramatic home run of the past couple years.
Literally was
at the Field of Dreams when he hit that homer in the corner.
Literally was when he got punched in the face and he started sucking after that. It's incredible.
Oh.
July 5th. He's been a free agent since July 5th.
Well, thank God Keith doesn't have a microphone. Okay. What else?
Well, so this one I kind of wanted to get today. It's a video from minor league baseball. The Pirates affiliate taking on the Bowling Green Hot Rods.
Womp womp.
This is the Greensboro Grasshoppers.
Is that
Johnson.
Yeah.
You're darn
Tamar
tootin'. I
Johnson
see this.
Hits a bomb to right field.
This is right up Ann's alley.
Pay attention to the scoreboard. So this is an away game. And they give a little smiley face with the thumbs down.
And look at how slowly he runs the bases too. He was
womp, womp.
He was milking it.
Yeah.
We do a lot of that over at the ballpark. We do a lot of that here.
Yeah, we try and have a
My
lot of fun.
favorite that Ann puts up is
It's Brian. Iverson.
Brian Iverson. Shout out B-Rye. They have it's like a little girl looking all sad and going like this, and it says whatever.
Yeah, but he also has the one with the little girl with the teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. I noticed that when I was working.
I
again.
love stuff like that in the
Yeah,
video
very
board.
funny.
The old meme.
Tamar Johnson, thank God he's still in the Pirates organization. They need that bat.
That thing was a bomb.
What
too.
if I traded him for Jazz Chisholm? Ooh, no. I know.
Is he one that'll get a bobblehead?
Eventually, yeah, because he's going to be a good major leaguer.
Maybe in Greensboro, yeah. He's been there parts of the last 2 years.
Yeah, once maybe get Sal Tuna.
When I was with the Bradenton Marauders, they were the high A team, and Greensboro was low A. Now it's flipped.
Interesting.
The more you know.
The more you know. You know who never played A-ball?
Stan Musial did play A-ball. It was called Class D back then.
His middle name was Frank, according to JR.
Whose middle name?
Stan Musial.
Who was not?
Oh, my God.
Or is it Kirk Cousins that he's referring to?
Oh.
KFC.
Stan Musial.
His middle name was Frank?
I thought it was the man.
That's never. I thought it was the man. All right, Ryan. What else?
This last one is one that you guys wanted to get out of here.
Matt
on.
sent. Yeah, this is cool.
So this is Mars Area High School in Pittsburgh.
My rival.
That's we used to play them in football. I've lost a game on this very field. Mars Fighting Planets. My stepmom went to Mars.
That's very cool.
That's my. If I ever write an autobiography, I've already decided it's going to be my stepmom is from Mars. That's been in the works for years. But yeah, let's put it back up. Their mascot, very aptly named, the Fighting Planets.
Very
And this is
good.
a new mascot as of this year, and I think it's so throwback and so like
Love
kitsch and just hilarious.
It's great.
The Fighting Planets.
That's a bobblehead.
Yeah, talk about that. Yeah,
I would sell him.
it's a little bit farther from North Allegheny, more towards like Richland.
When I grew up, there was not a lot out in Mars.
Gibsonia,
yeah,
towards
now it's
Butler.
developed. But
Butler
does
Township.
he have
Now
an
we've got
umbrella?
rovers and everything.
What's that?
I think it's just a net in the background.
What?
You said there wasn't a lot on Mars when you're growing up, and then I said now we've got rovers and planning trips out there.
Really should have ended on the stepmother joke. All right.
Because that's where the natural progression of the show is leading us. Yeah.
All right, we're at an hour 7. Oh my God! But this is what happens when Matt and Everett's here. Matt, as always, we love having you on the show. Me, you, and Ryan riffing, and Caden. I don't know what the hell he did, but anyway, and Drew Dog doing his magic over
The
there.
Lord's work.
So, will we see you again? Or
Next
no?
week.
We
Next
will?
week. I'm here every Tuesday for the next month or so.
Yay.
And then I'll be in next Wednesday as well for the draft.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
Yeah.
Next week. Tomorrow. Alex White will be here. Ryan will be here. I'll be here. Keith Lyle will be here. I'll be over there.
I'll be putzing around.
And everybody in the chat, thank you, Paul. I will send these off immediately. And I think that's about it. That was a tremendous show. We really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe if you're new. Please like and subscribe. Then you can join the chat. And follow Sports by the Book. They'll be back tomorrow as well, correct?
Yes. Yep. 9
And
as well as Race Day Las Vegas.
I was going to say, and Race Day Las Vegas, which I was on last week. Oh, we didn't check how my points did. They'll be doing that on Thursday, right?
That would be Gone Racing.
Gone Racing. Oh, yeah.
So many racing shows.
I get horses and cars confused.
Yep.
Horsepower.
Horses are power. You know who learned to drive on a horse? Stan Musial. Live in Nevada every show.